Every 4 years in the United States of America, history is made as the country elects its next commander-in-chief. This November, yet another one of these auspicious moments occurred as Donald Trump was elected as America's 45th president. With a new face in the Oval Office, the United States have entered a new era. Trump's victory has taken the nation by storm. The country has been torn for almost a year as people rallied behind either Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. However, many were disillusioned by both of the candidates. This was an especially controversial election as well, as each candidate found themselves battling large scandals, including Hillary's email fraud and Trump's disgusting comments. Many Americans had strong opinions on this presidential race.
Well, honestly, I'm just tired of the commercials right now. I've seen millions of them, and it's pretty much one-sided commercial-wise. But the election in the whole, I'm kind of glad you're seeing a lot more people get involved, even if they don't like the side I like. At least you're seeing people get involved, and that is important to keep going on with.
It was awful. I think they did a study where only 8% of any media coverage was about policy issues. It was all about gaffes, it was all about he said, she said, it was all about scandal and nothing about substantive issues that affect the American people.
The ugliest, nastiest campaign, presidential campaign of my lifetime. One of the ugliest that I'm aware of in history. The campaign itself was almost entirely uninformative in terms of the issues. It was all personality driven. It felt at times like a reality show, and it was somewhat distressing.
In the year 2000, the beloved animated show The Simpsons aired a now historic episode titled Bart to the Future, which depicted none other than Donald Trump as the President of the United States. At the time, the viewers thought this was merely a fun joke. However, episode writer Dan Greeny told reporters that it was, in fact, meant to be a warning to Americans about the country's last stop before hitting rock bottom. Now, 16 years later, for better or worse, The Simpsons' prediction has come true. No matter one's personal feelings towards Donald Trump, he has been officially elected and is now currently the country's president-elect until his inauguration this upcoming January. The country is now looking forward to at least 4 years of his administration, bar any scandalous circumstances which may result in him leaving the position. Whether their predictions are grim or hopeful, many Americans have formed in their mind some opinion on the upcoming Trump administration.
Well, I would say this, now that it's over and we have the opportunity as a country to reorient ourselves and go forward, I'm cautiously optimistic. I don't think I'm naively optimistic. I don't think this is the beginning of a new millennium, and I didn't think so when President Obama took office. But I'm cautiously optimistic that some of the wrong directions in the country can be righted.
During the presidential race, Trump talked often of his many goals for the presidency. Some of these goals, such as building a border wall against Mexico and adopting a form of isolationism, have become hot topics throughout the country. With so many incendiary plans, some people have strong fears for what's to come.
I am scared about the possible, really slim chance of them overturning Roe v. Wade. I'm scared about just women's rights being in danger, obviously. I'm scared about all of the racial tensions, and I'm scared about this whole anti-Mexican thing and like the anti-LGBT thing.
Well, my biggest fear is in foreign policy. I mean, you have to understand the nuances of the way the world works, and I'm just a little fearful of a too heavy a hand in some instances and a retreat from where we need to be in others.
I think that we have a huge problem in this country where the middle class is overtaxed and the wealthiest Americans are undertaxed. Everything I've seen about Trump's tax policy so far will net increase taxes on the middle class and lower them on the people that already make a ton. I think that is a recipe for more suffering for the middle class, for a worse economy, and if they starve the government of those funds, a lot of necessary programs are going to go by the wayside, and a lot of people that need help and need support aren't going to get that support.
Along with the worries of some Americans comes the hopeful wishes of others. Many wait in anticipation of Trump fulfilling his campaign promises.
Well, I'm looking forward to America growing again. Right now, we've been stagnant for years. You can look at the GDP, you can look at that. It's all pretty much been stagnant, 1% growth. And I think he has ideas as a businessman that will start the economy going. We got to get manufacturing in towns, and we can grow on that. We also, I think he's going to start enforcing laws, and I think that's very important because right now a lot of people get away with a lot of stuff. You hear bangers getting away with it. I mean, once he enforces the laws, I think it'll get better for everyone.
A few of the things that I'm looking forward to, I like the idea of a businessman finally becoming and having control in the country, minimizing our debt, securing our borders, and really having an outside point of view that I think we've been missing for a long time.
Whether you love or hate Donald Trump, the fact remains that he has been elected as our country's next president. He is preparing for his administration as his transition team begins to settle in the White House. The country has become divided due to his winning the election. However, with his victory already behind us, Americans must now come together again and stick by their decision as Donald Trump prepares to lead our country. Reporting from Monthly Rewind, Season 21, I'm Ben Curwin.